On est bien. And another fine day, another beautiful day in starting something new. We're starting something beautiful. We're starting something unique. The goal is building the community. The goal is talking to people who are doing things to build their communities. The goal is bringing up people who are actually doing things to change their community. The goal is talk to people who are investing a lot. By a lot, I mean they will go ahead to invest even the little they have to get our community to a better place. This time around, we want to do it different. This time around, we want to introduce something that will be more interesting, something that will be more informational, something that will better the community. Now, for those who didn't know, Toridi, it sounds more like news. When you say Toridi, it sounds more like you're wanting to give gist. It sounds more like there is something you want to talk about. It sounds more like, hey, news day. And that is what we are starting on this segment. This will be the segment that will look more like news. I think we'll start it once a week. Every Thursday, 2 p.m., we'll get here to just talk about what is happening around the world. It will start from our community, Cameroon. It will grow to our community, Africa. And it will grow to the bigger community, which is the world. Like I said earlier, it's going to be about news. This specific segment every Thursday, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Cameroon time is 8 p.m. 2 p.m. Dallas time is 2 p.m. Dallas time is 8 p.m. Cameroon time. And like I said, guys, go ahead and share. The goal is to just have conversations about things that are happening around the world. So for us, it's going to be more like news. For us, it's going to be more like us talking about the things that are happening around the world and then sharing our opinion, not just my opinion. I get a group of people that they'll act correspondents around the world. Where they be correspondents around the world. They are not playing, they are not acting. They'll actually be correspondents around the world. We get Victor from Kenya, we get my brother Boning from Douala. And for any person we know, any person for South Africa, will if you use or if you work with we, or any person even for Cameroon or for West Africa, or if you work with we, or any person for North Africa, or if you work with we, let us know. That is what Toride is all about. Toride is not about Nasako. Toride is not about you. Toride is about all of us. Toride is about our community. So yeah, we are starting a beautiful segment. I don't know even what to call the segment. Maybe with time we'll decide to name it something. But for now, it's going to be Hello. It's going to be Hello You. It's going to be Hello Cameroon. It's going to be Hello Africa. Hello World. And like I was saying earlier, it's going to be a segment where we get together and talk. It's going to be a segment where it's going to be a segment where we get together and talk. We'll get together and talk about the things that are happening around the world. One of the mistakes we would always make for community. Hi, Jale. Say nice outfit. Now my outfit police that always checking. If you play, I'll go bring that blue shade wear. Yeah, guys, go ahead. The few who are watching already, go ahead and share. We definitely have a talk around what really happen around the world. And by the way, this segment will be a segment where you will watch. If any news day where you don't see them for some sorry, we want to talk about that, just comment them for comment section, or send me a link. For those who they get my phone number, send me a link to our WhatsApp. We'll open them and they'll actually discuss I hear coding, singing. Good evening over. I think you're watching from Cameroon. For Texas now, hot afternoon, now 2 p.m. So good afternoon. Good evening, my boss. That's my baby. That's how my baby call me boss when I did for 2 day. When he start calling me boss, so it means I did my 2 day mood. My sister Jale. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, the segment today will be different. We want a segment where every week we come together and we talk about things that are happening in our community. And it's not just about what I want us to talk about, it's about what you want us to talk about. So from today, anytime we see some news, not because the news is trend, but because you feel like we want to discuss this for Toride. So if you go ahead to kind of like get an understanding of what is happening and how it can benefit our community or how it's destroying our community. You understand? Because if we don't talk about these things, it will slow us down. I'll give you a simple. Right now, what is trending over French Africa, especially West Africa, is a group of these countries. They don't decide say they don't want their president again. They call and say coup d'état. It's a French word. So in a situation where military could take over power. When I know for so many years now, my brother Tayong Bernard. Thank you for watching, bro. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, man. When people like you are watching, I feel excited. I feel happy. And guys, don't forget to comment where you're watching from. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. We are building something together. It is not just about me. It's about you. It's about our community. It's about making sure we build our community to what our kids can be proud of. Remember, there's always that time when and uh, you sit and you start feeling like. So, guys, sorry about that. I had someone visit. Yeah, but we are supposed to build our community to what we want it to be. And I know about those days when watching for me on the my sister Aye Claudine. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Go ahead and share. My brother Tambe Ojong. Thank you very much for watching. Watching from Oman and Ojong. My brother Tambe. If you feel like you want to be part of the show, you want to share your own opinion. Also, let us know. So, you text me on WhatsApp, and when it's time, I'll send you a link that will enable you to join the conversation. We don't only want to come here and talk about entertainment. We don't only want to come here and talk. No, we want to talk about everything. This segment, like I said earlier, like I said from the start, is going to be more like news. It's going to be that segment where we come together as a community and talk about the things that are happening around our community. We talked earlier about the trending thing that happened now for West Africa. When a coup d'etat, na a situation where the military decide to take over power from a democratically elected president. Now, the military will always get reasons. People always get reasons why they do certain things. Them. But the question why they always ask, are they doing this for the good? Are they going to change the situation? Are they doing this for their individual reasons, or because they always say, "Oh, would they do enough for the people? Would they do it because we feel like things they need go on well? We feel like one do better." But guess what? 80 to 90% of the coup d'etat that we don't exist for Africa only made things worse for that nation. I don't know why. Maybe with time we'll bring in a professional, we'll bring in somebody where he understand how these things they work, he understand politics, he understand that milieu better for explain for we. But I feel like for just see all these things that happen and then we give a deaf ear, we see like, oh, it doesn't really matter. My brother Bernard watching from Greece. Bro, for your information, no sir, they follow you. I they check your Facebook from time to time. I see the beautiful pictures you post. I see the pictures of you and your family and all of that. And man, I just be like, okay, someday I know say the people them they did why me I could nobody talk of it, or we'll get to that place. So I will talk about this whole coup d'etat thing. Just giving an example of topics the way I feel like as a community we get to talk about them. So the most part for this segment will be now we reporting what did happen. Want to understand? We talking about the things that are happening around our community. What is our community? For any person we know me, your community starts with you, but then you must be progressive in your thinking. You must be positive in your thinking. You must be okay. This what they do, and so in as much as I do one for me, SK if some person be do am, against me, how I go feel. So for me, the community starts with you, then it grows to your family, then it grows to your quartier, or let's say on a house, then it grows to your quartier, then it grows to your village or your city, then it goes to your division or your region, then it grows to your country, then it grows to Africa, then it grows to the world. One of the things I want us to understand is once you start thinking positive, once you start thinking, very soon I'll be bringing my brother Boning in. By the way, I send him a Victor link also. I forget completely. Yeah, guys, go ahead and continue to share the video because, like I said, we are starting something new, and this one will be huge. This one will be huge because I have a group of people working with who are passionate about the community, people who want to see our community get better. So I was talking about before I had my brother bullying, I was talking about when we think positive, when we think united, when we think about ourselves in the light of I want the next person to be better also, things will only get better. But when you start think about yourself and you don't only think about you, about you, about you, about you, get trust me, it's a matter of time and it will be destructive. My boss Rafael Gine, they always tell me, see, the easiest way for becoming a millionaire now for start think about how way people feel benefit from everything we do. So not only think about yourself, think about you, but then think about okay, how the next person feel benefit from this. Think about okay, how the next person are they make money from this idea? How what can I do to make sure say the next person to make money from the idea? You understand? Like once you think about you, but then in the perspective of how can the next person benefit from what I am doing, guess what? It's progressive, it's positive, it's progressive, and things will only get better. But then when you only think about oh na me I be Nasako, na me I be Toride, I want gather all man, I want gather every following, I want trust me, um tomorrow the future will never ever be bright. And that is the reason why we have all these greedy people around us, all these greedy people in our community who I'll give you an example. The situation that happened for Gabon, they meet up billions upon billions of francs CFA for one person in house. For a house. For a house. Why people then they for street they suffer and all of that. Why people they for street they suffer and all of that. That is the goal for this segment. We get together and talk about what is happening in our community and how we can actually grow as a community. I'll go ahead and add the very first person. When I'm a brother, Victor. He is from Kenya, someone I got to know a few years ago. But then we've built this wonderful relationship. My younger brother, far, my younger brother. But when we talk like friends, we talk like equals. When he sees me doing something that is wrong, he will correct me. When I see they do something way wrong, I will correct it. And that is how we are building, bro. Right now, I'm thinking about investing in Africa, and one of the places where I really get them for mine, now Kenya. Why? Because I know some person for Kenya where I feel trusty. I know some person for Kenya where even if I know day today, it could continue for build with way up the plan for Bilam and continue to impact the world the way I wanted to impact the world. I will add Victor now. When I add Victor, I beg more and I clap. Mr. Victor.
Yes, yes, yes. How are you?
Okay, I like the background. I was thinking that the lighting was going to be dark as usual, as most of your videos always be, but this looks really beautiful. Idele, the next two we're going to do now will get you a stand where if you put your phone there,
Mhm.
so you know go to shake and all that. But I really like the background, I like the framing. Um,
Oh, thank you.
yeah. I think Boning be day connected. I don't know what to happen. But I think say very soon it will come back. When it come back, we will add it to. Uh, by the way, Victor, introduce you. Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and what you do. For the people they see you or they meet you for their first time.
I can start by saying my name. You've mentioned it over and over again.
Yeah, but it
My
was
name
just
is
one name that I
Victor.
mentioned.
Oh, My name is Victor Onyango Owino.
I don't like pronouncing that other name because I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's normal. It's normal.
Okay.
We find it difficult pronouncing names that we're not familiar with.
Yeah.
So my name is Victor Onyango Owino.
Mm-hmm.
Onyango means I was born at midday, no, at 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Yeah. So the Owino part is my surname.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a Kenyan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, go
So I'm
ahead.
a Kenyan, uh, a storyteller basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
you're a storyteller. Okay,
I'm a
that's beautiful. It
storyteller.
means you're probably going to be telling us beautiful stories, not only from
Yes,
Kenya but also from East Africa. So by the way, I've known you for some time now. How long? About
2 years, more than 2 years. In
more
fact,
than three.
2 to 3 years. Let's say
Yeah,
three
two to
years.
3 years. And for me, it's been a beautiful relationship. You're one
Mhm.
person I trust. You're one person I know have a heart for our community. You have love for Africa. You're one person I know that will do everything to see things get better. One other thing I really like about you is the fact that you're not afraid to tell me, hey, Musina, I feel like this thing is not what it's supposed to be. Don't you think you can do it like this? You are very reliable, and that is the reason why we're still here. Trust me. For me, it's not about whether we are blood. It's not about, for me, blood is somebody, any person who thinks positive, any person who is community oriented, any person who is, you know what, this is what we're supposed to be doing as a community to get better. Community starts from you. Our community starts from me. If you
Mm.
can be a good person, a better person, you can be that person who is not looking for ways to steal billions of dollars, which is supposed to go to the people, but then to just keep them for themselves and your family. If you are that person who is thinking about, okay, why should I take all of this for myself? You understand? When we have
Mhm.
so many people out there suffering, then you are my blood brother, you are my blood sister, and that is the kind of community you want to build. I'll go ahead and add the next person, Mr. Boning. I've known him also through social media and building a wonderful relationship, bro. I don't remember how many times. By the way, this segment is going to be very bilingual. We will have French, we will have English. When it's French, it's
Swahili.
just Swahili and everything. And that's the beauty of Africa. So we want this segment to look more like Africa. And when I add my brother, I beg, on a
Clap.
clap. Mine no clap at the kiki out of out of the group.
It's for me.
Okay. Monsieur Boning, bienvenue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to applause for me. J'espère qu'on m'écoute. Je suis connecté, on m'écoute là.
Oui,
Comment
oui,
is
oui.
it?
Oui, on t'écoute très bien.
Yeah. So good evening. Not even in Namasa.
Yeah,
Oh, na
ici à Dallas, c'est encore 14 heures.
Ah. Ok, bonsoir, bon après-midi à tout le monde.
Mhm.
Et vraiment, I'm very happy to be here this evening. Donc, je suis content d'être là. Vraiment, Mr. Tory, since you begin the fight, the combat, j'ai toujours aimé, j'ai toujours apprécié. That's
Mhm.
why I'm happy to be here this evening to and share what I know with everybody about how
Wow.
we can do to build our community.
Ok. Heureusement que Boning est tellement bilingue, plus bilingue que moi, parce que le français que je parle, je suis sûr que je suis en train de couper ça en deux. But Boning, we want you to adjust your camera a little bit. You see that space above your head?
Yeah,
It's too much.
Yeah. Okay, now I think it's better.
nice,
I
correct.
know, yeah, it's correct now. Victor was just looking at it like, okay, when is he going to complain?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, but now it looks better. You see, now it looks like we are in the same place, and it's just beautiful. So
Yeah,
before you came here, I was telling everyone, before you guys joined, I was telling everyone what this segment is going to be about. It's going to be more like news. It's going
yeah,
to be more like reporting what is happening around our community, so we
yeah.
can have not only inform our people about what is happening, but also so we can have conversations around these things that are happening and see how we can
Mhm,
move forward as a people.
mhm,
The one mistake we have made for so many years is the fact that when there is a war going on between Russia and Ukraine, we feel like, oh, ça ne nous concerne pas. It doesn't
Ça ne
concern
nous
us.
concerne
After
pas.
all, it's
Yeah,
far away in Europe. Until
yeah,
when you go to look for beignet and they tell you a beignet that was sold for 25 francs CFA is now sold at 100 francs CFA. And then you ask
yeah.
why, and then they say, oh, comme la guerre a commencé là-bas, les Ukrainiens, ils n'envoient plus les farines au
Les
Cameroun.
farines.
So you start to realize that it's globalization. The world is one big village. And
Of
whether we
course.
like it or not, whatever is happening, wherever it's happening, it's going to affect us somehow. So
Everybody.
that is why we have this segment to start informing. We want to inform our people about what is happening around us, around the world, and also what we can be doing to make sure it doesn't hit us by surprise, but then we know what is happening and then we know what the way forward is. Boning, si tu peux traduire en français un peu, ça serait bien le projet, un peu le projet, ce qu'on veut faire.
Oui, déjà, je tiens à saluer tous ceux qui sont connectés ce soir, vraiment, et les abonnés partout dans le monde de Toride et de cette grande communauté de Menoalazek de rap et aussi de mon frère qui est du côté, je crois, c'est l'Ouganda ou c'est le Kenya?
Kenya.
Il y a
Kenya,
Kenya,
Kenya.
yes, Santa. Comment on peut dire, comment on dit, how we say good evening in
Kiswahili.
Swahili? Santa
Habari
sana.
ya jioni. Habari ya jioni.
Habari ya jioni.
Abariazioni.
Abaya
Yeah.
John, et voilà, donc je salue tous ceux qui sont connectés depuis le Kenya, depuis tous les pays francophones ou anglophones ou partout dans le monde. Oui, parce que nous sommes là, nous avons décidé de mettre ensemble nos énergies, mettre ensemble nos common sense, nos knowledge, nos connaissances pour pouvoir apporter un plus à notre communauté qui est la communauté africaine. Parce que comme je le dis souvent dans rap, le pays, c'est pas c'est pas le Cameroun, c'est pas le Kenya, c'est pas la Côte d'Ivoire, c'est pas le Ghana, c'est pas le Nigeria, mais le pays, c'est l'Afrique entière. So, nous sommes là ce soir pour faire mûrir ce projet et qu'on appelle Hello Africa. That's why we are there this evening. On va parler de Hello Africa.
Wow, that was beautiful, man. The French was just flowing and flowing. Victor, can you tell us a little bit about what the project is? In few words, if you can do that in Swahili or Luo, I think it would be interesting. We just want to get a taste of another language which is not English or French.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me do it in Swahili because at least, yeah. Not so fluent in Swahili, but okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Huu ni fursa ambao tunasherehekea sana. Tunafurahia kwa siku ya leo kupatana hapa Toride na ili kueleza ama kuendeleza shughuli kwa kutumia nafaka hii kujieleza, kuambia Afrika wenzetu nini kinachoendelea hasa katika ulimwengu huu ama kontinenti hii ya Afrika. Kuna baadhi ya nchi ambazo zina shughuli tofauti tofauti, na hivyo hapa katika ukumbi wa Toride tunaweza kujieleza na tunaweza tena kupata kujua mambo ambayo yanaendelea kule kwingine. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru na tunafurahia sana.
Victor, are you sure you were right?
I was trying, but you know,
it seems like you were just saying words and just saying words. Like afterward, they don't understand what I'm saying. Very soon, we are going to have so many people from the Kenyan community watch this segment. So they'll go back and look and watch this segment and they'll be like, Toride, c'est qui parlait là? Nous, on ne comprenait même pas.
On comprenait quelque chose là.
I remember one time in South Africa, there was I think it was Nelson Mandela's
funeral.
Birthday. No, but I think it was birthday.
It was funeral.
It was a funeral where the translator was just making their hand as if they were translating for the. You remember, right? And then one person was like, okay, I know the sign language. I understand the sign language. But what that person is doing is just something else. And then once they jumped on it, man, everyone was like, "Yeah, I thought I was the only one who realized." Yeah, but we don't do that on Toride because the gentlemen you see right here are people who are honest, are people who are more about the community, are people who are looking for ways to build our community. Um, my brother Boning, I think on va commencer par toi. Parlons-nous un peu de ce que what you have to present to us this evening. The few things you want to talk about that's happening around the world. That's happening in our community.
Oui,
Let's just
déjà,
put it that way. Yeah.
oui, c'est vrai que c'est vrai que déjà il y a tellement de tendances, il y a tellement il y a tellement de choses hot, il y a tellement de bonnes nouvelles qu'on va partager avec
Mm-hmm.
notre grosse et grande communauté de Toridé
Mm-hmm.
et du featuring. Moi, je préfère appeler ça du featuring de ce soir.
Mm-hmm.
On a des grandes nouvelles telles que on va commencer par le sport. On va parler de la liste des Lions
Mm-hmm.
convoqués par le sélectionneur international, le ancien capitaine et l'homme aux cheveux d'or, Rigobert Songre, pour
Mm-hmm.
aller affronter le Burundi pour les
Mm-hmm.
qualifications à la Coupe d'Afrique qui se jouera de l'autre côté à notre belle famille. Tu sais qu'on les appelle la belle famille, non, Tony?
Non, je sais.
On appelle,
Même
voilà.
comme on est en train de toujours bagarrer.
Non, non, c'est la belle famille. Na
Oui,
man and woman. Na man and woman.
that's true.
Na man and
Yeah.
woman. Voilà, donc on va parler du sport, on va parler aussi de Coton Sport de Garoua qui est éliminé pour une première fois au préliminaire de la Ligue africaine, un peu comme la Champions League. Donc Coton
Wow.
Sport cette année ne va même pas jouer. Au préliminaire, Coton Sport est éliminé. Et ensuite, on va parler de la diaspora. On va faire un tour du côté de la diaspora pour parler de
Mm-hmm.
l'événement qui doit marquer je dirais vraiment tout ce qui doit se passer aux États-Unis, que les gens des États-Unis et de l'Amérique du Nord doivent arrêter, mettre stop pour assister à cet événement parce que c'est un événement vraiment grandiose appelé le ABC 2023, encore appelé All Bamileke Convention. Et
Wow.
on va terminer par ce qui est en train de se passer, oui. On va appeler ça le buzz du moment, le coup d'État qui s'est passé du côté du Gabon. Donc, c'est un peu ça qu'on va brosser dans notre actualité ce soir, du côté de ce que le monde nous réserve en français.
Wow. Ooh, Victor, I think now it's your turn
Yes.
for you to just tell us about the few things going to be discussing from your end to this evening.
Should I rotate my phone or it just have screen? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're also going to discuss basically we have things that have been happening around Africa the
Mm-hmm.
previous week
Yeah.
or the previous few weeks. And one of the things that happened in Kenya was the other day we had a Finland scandal where someone who is abroad decides to con those in the country. I'm going to
Okay.
tell you more about it as we progress.
Yeah.
Another thing is about the World Athletic Championship going on in Budapest, Hungary,
Yeah.
where Africans have managed to participate, and fortunately, Kenya is the best.
Okay.
A third thing is a Somali ban on TikTok
Okay.
and how it's going to affect the youth and everything around that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth is a Uganda ban on second-hand clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, and finally, we'll finish it with the break. What Ramaphosa says about Africa and our problems.
Okay. Who's Ramaphosa,
Yes.
by the way? I think I know that name.
Ramaphosa is the president for South Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a beautiful one. Guys, go ahead and let's share the video so we can jump into the conversation. Boning, vous avez à partager?
Oui, on est en train de partager pour inviter les uns et les autres. Donc,
Okay.
je conseillerais qu'on patiente pour quelques minutes, le temps que la communauté puisse nous rejoindre. Nous sommes encore en train de partager.
Yeah. I don't think we have to wait. I don't think we have to wait. We have to just
Yeah.
go ahead. They can join later and watch the video. And we are starting something new. L'un de l'erreur qu'on ne doit pas faire, c'est de les pousser à croire qu'on doit arriver et il peut arriver quand il veut. Non.
Quand ils veulent. Oui, là.
Oui, on doit travailler avec le temps. Votre temps est important. Le temps the time of my
Effectivement.
brother Victor is important. My time is
Effectivement.
important. We cannot come here and sit and start waiting for people to join us before we can go
Mhm.
ahead and do what we want to do. So a few more shares. Victor, did you share already?
Um, I'm using this Chrome. I don't know if I leave this site to go to Facebook.
Okay,
It
so
won't take.
you can go ahead and share. You can leave and share while Boning will go ahead to present to us what we have for the evening. Boning, you have the table.
Yep. Ok, merci Toride, merci de me passer la parole. Donc rapidement, on va commencer par les lions, la liste des, des lions qualifiés, la
Mhm,
liste des lions, je m'excuse, la liste des lions indomptables qui vont aller affronter
mhm.
le Burundi, oui, pour la qualification, pour la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations qui se jouera du côté de la Côte
Côte d'Ivoire.
d'Ivoire, le pays
Mhm.
voisin, le pays. Mais Toride, pardon, si tu m'as dit la liste, la affiche un peu et voir, hein, parce que
Yeah,
Adon
let,
Fan n'a sauté.
yeah, let me look for it, please. I know other
Ok,
devices
thank you.
have it. God, what is happening? Why is it not here?
Oui, donc
Yeah.
après la liste, on va parler de Coton Sport. On va parler de
Mhm.
Coton Sport et de. En attendant que tu cherches la liste, je crois qu'on peut commencer par Coton Sport et
Oui.
ce que la FECAFOOT, la Fédération camerounaise de football, est en train de traverser depuis un bon bout de temps parce que c'est cette chose qui est en train d'affecter notre football et qui
Mhm.
arrive à toucher Coton Sport pour que Coton Sport n'arrive pas à se qualifier. Coton Sport que nous connaissons est une fois
Mhm.
arrivé même jusqu'aux demi-finales, si je ne me trompe pas, de
Mhm.
la Coupe de la Champions League, de la Coupe africaine des champions, qui est
Oui.
notre Champions League africaine à nous. Mais
Mhm.
comment est-ce que Coton Sport ne traverse pas les préliminaires? Toride, qu'est-ce qu'on peut dire dessus?
Um, Man, you know the thing is, Coton Sport is a giant of Cameroon.
Of
But
course, of
then
course.
when you are the giant of Cameroon and the competition is not as big as it's supposed to be in other nations, then you're just
Mhm.
a giant to your little country. And then when you go out there to fight, you realize that okay, it's difficult. Coton Sport has been ils ont été champions pendant combien d'années? Plus so many times, so many years.
Beaucoup d'années, même cette année, ils sont champions du monde.
Okay, champion du Cameroun.
Champion du Cameroun, pardon, je disais même champion
Yeah,
du monde. Champion du Cameroun cette
mais
année.
ils ont champion du Cameroun, mais quand ils sortent du Cameroun, est-ce qu'ils peuvent, can they compete with the countries in Africa, like Nigeria, like South Africa? If you look at the budget, bro, the budget, the difference is just huge. You look at the quality of players, you will notice that la plupart des joueurs, let me even say most of the best players from Coton will leave Coton
Mhm,
and go sign to clubs in Africa. Whereas it's
mhm,
difficult to see a super player from another African country come to sign with Coton. Donc,
mhm.
d'après moi, c'est un peu ça. Le problème, c'est que il est bien vrai que Coton, c'est une équipe qui est au top de notre championnat. Quand ça devient l'Afrique, c'est une équipe moins, they are just down there.
Mais bizarrement, tu sais pas qui est-ce que Coton Sport a été battu, Toride. Coton
Non,
Sport a été battu par le Real de Bamako 2-0. Imagine-toi.
Bamako, so the team is from Mali.
Le Mali, le Real de Bamako, à 2-0, tu vois. Donc, c'est surprenant, tu vois. C'est
Yeah,
surprenant. Quand
it's surprising, but that is the thing. You understand? Football. It's not like back in the days where it was just about Cameroon. It was just about oh Cameroonians are good. I feel like
Mhm,
every other country has realized you can train your players. You can build a system. You can build a structure to make your
mhm,
football better, and that is the
mhm.
reason why they have better results. Look at Cameroon and Burundi. We are tied to like we have to win our next game before we can qualify, right? Whereas
Effectivement,
back in the
effectivement.
days, dès qu'on met Cameroun, Burundi, ah, nous on sait que c'est 3-0, c'est 4-0, on va
Oh,
passer même si on met n'importe qui. But
moi, je crois
nowadays,
que
it's different.
oui, mais là, moi, je crois que là, on parle ici de suffisance. Parce que si
Mhm,
les Lions Indomptables ou Coton Sport, qui représentait le Cameroun, avaient
mhm,
pris la peine. Tu sais, au match aller, on a fait 0 but partout au Mali.
mhm,
Donc, c'était le
mhm,
match retour au stade de Coton à Garoua. Donc, imagine-toi, au match aller, on a fait match nul. Eux, ils auraient dû se concentrer mieux et appliquer la formule du danger. Ou bien ce n'est pas ça.
I don't know what to say, but bro, you don't put your finger in your eye and then you expect nothing to happen. I don't think the formule of danger, c'est quand nous sommes déjà en danger qu'on
Voilà.
on vient avec.
C'est quand,
On peut
c'est
pas
quand
dire
tu
que
n'es
non,
pas en
on va aller.
danger. C'est
Uh-huh.
c'est quand tu crois que tu n'es pas en danger que tu es en danger.
Donc maintenant, I don't know if what you're trying to say is maintenant on entre dans le danger pour utiliser la formule ou quoi?
Oui, effectivement, c'est ce qu'on devait faire. On devait utiliser la formule du danger. Quand on sport devait utiliser la formule du danger, il dit que, faut pas que je pense que je ne suis pas en danger alors que je suis en danger. Et quand tu penses que tu es en danger, c'est à ce moment que tu n'es pas en danger. Ou bien, voilà.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have the list now.
La liste, voilà. Nous avons la liste des lions qui vont aller affronter le Burundi pour la qualification. Mais c'est rude, hein? C'est rude. C'est un match qui ne va pas jouer. Face au Burundi. Mais attends, oui, avant de commencer la liste là, est-ce que tu as vu la liste du Burundi?
Bro, je n'ai même pas prêté attention.
Dans la liste du Burundi, j'ai retrouvé un certain Kanfar dedans.
Ce qui veut dire qu'il est camerounais?
J'ai dit que j'ai retrouvé un certain Kanfar dans la liste du Burundi. Laisse-moi que je fouille encore, je vais te présenter ça.
Wow.
Si tu es abonné,
j'espère qu'il ne va pas nous brûler comme l'autre nous a brûlé à la Coupe du Monde.
Comme
Mbolo, yeah.
Bon, dans la liste des joueurs qui vont affronter le Cameroun, qui vont affronter le Burundi le 12 septembre 2023 à Garoua, dont on va jouer à domicile. On a gardien de but Elvis Davis et Passy. On a Fabrice Ondoa et on a André Onanaki Simpson. Ouais, André Onanaki Simpson retour dans les cages. Parmi les trois gardiens des Lions indomptables. En défense, nous avons Darlin Yongwa, nous avons Christopher Wu, nous avons Nuhu Tolo qui joue de l'autre côté aux États-Unis. Nous avons Malcolm Bokele, nous avons Ouman Gonzalez, nous avons Enzo Chateau, je crois que ça doit être le fils de Bill
Chateau.
Voilà, nous avons Olivier Baizo, nous avions Harold Mokoudi. Ah oui, Harold Mokoudi. Harold Mokoudi, mais c'est l'allemand, c'est le Camerounois allemand, si je ne me trompe pas.
Oui.
Voilà. Nous avons le Camerounois allemand, oui. Nous avons au milieu de terrain, nous avons André Franck Zamboanguissa, nous avons Franck Duché, nous avons Gaël Ondoa, nous avons Gouet et Olivier Incham, nous avons Olivier Kemen, nous avons Elliot Njongwe. Et maintenant, à l'attaque, nous avons Karl Toko Ekambi, nous avons Nicolas Brice Gamale, nous avons Brian Bemo, nous avons Clinton J, nous avons Vincent Aboubaka et nous avons Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting. Ça, ce sont les joueurs sélectionnés par le sélectionneur Rigobert Song Bahanak pour aller affronter le Burundi pour le 12 septembre du côté de Garoua pour la qualification de la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations.
Wow. I think it's a good list, especially seeing someone like Ondua, Onana back in there, and also Clinton J qui revient.
Son retour.
Qui signe son retour. Oui, j'espère qu'ils vont gagner. Ils doivent gagner. J'espère que c'est pour ça que je ne sais pas si tu connais pourquoi ils ont décidé de jouer plutôt à Garoua qu'à Douala ou à Yaoundé, où ils peuvent avoir plusieurs supporters.
Bon, moi, nous n'oublions pas que le 12e jeu est très important, surtout pour une nation de football comme le Cameroun. Mais le choix, je ne sais pas si le choix a été fait par la Confédération africaine de football, la CAF, ou peut-être la FECAFOOT, mais là...
je suis sûr que c'est la FECAFOOT qui décide là où ils vont jouer.
parce que là, je n'ai pas d'informations, mais pourquoi le choix de Garoua, compte tenu que
Mhm.
nous comptons sur le 12e joueur?
Non,
Ça, c'est la question qu'on se pose.
ce que tu dois comprendre, c'est que le 12e joueur là-bas au nord sont plus forts que les 12e joueurs ici au centre ou à Douala.
Mhm,
Parce que d'après mon expérience, tu sais que je joue au foot au Cameroun. Nos
mhm,
frères du Nord, quand ils supportent quelque chose, ils supportent jusqu'au bout. Tu vois, ce sont les
mhm.
gens que quand
Ouais,
ils croient en quelque chose, ils aiment les équipes, ils sont là jusqu'au bout. Et c'est pour ça que Coton Sport a toujours dominé le football au Cameroun. Parce que quand tu
oui.
pars là-bas, euh,
Il y a l'amour, il y a l'amour.
oui, quand tu parles là-bas, il y a l'amour, il y a le respect, il y a le support. Donc, il connaît comment, il connaît le rôle du supporter. Mais à Yaoundé ou à Douala, dès que la première mi-temps passe, ils ne voient pas le but, vous n'êtes pas en train de bien jouer, ils vont commencer à supporter les autres. Tu vois, ils sont un peu divisés avec l'affaire qui se passe maintenant à la FECA Foot. Tu vas voir qu'il y aura les
Effectivement.
gens là-bas qui veulent que le groupe perd le match pour qu'on dise que ok, c'est
Mhm.
Rigobert Song ou c'est Samuel et tout. Donc,
Mianeto,
d'après
oui,
moi-même,
oui.
c'était mieux d'aller jouer à Garoua. Je connais nos frères là-bas, les Camerounais qui sont à Garoua. Ce sont les supporters que nous.
Il y a,
Et ils voient seulement le vert ou jaune. Ils ne voient rien. Donc,
ils ne veulent pas regarder, ils ne veulent pas connaître c'est les frères de qui, c'est les sœurs de qui. Mais
non.
il y a une question, il y a une abonnée qui a dit là, Patience la Belle. Il y a Patience la Belle qui dit, où
Oui.
est on a fait, on doit. Donc, comme,
Il veut parler
maman,
d'Onana.
on en a fait, où est
Mm.
on a fait, on en a donc comme bac. Maman, nous on a seulement vu la liste. Oh. Eh, Toride.
Oui, oui, oui,
Mais
oui, oui,
est-ce
oui.
que cette
Patience.
liste a été approuvée?
We're just talking about what we have seen the list, and we wish he
Mhm.
comes and play. All those proverbs that he's putting out and whatever that's not really our concern. We are looking
Voilà.
for ways to build our country. We are looking for ways to build our community. And if he wants to say anything, he has his Twitter, he has his social media. If you feel like they will accuse you for nothing or for whatever, go ahead and say whatever you wanted to say. Don't stay and then you're putting out proverbs and putting out things for us to be interpreting and all of that. We all love the country and we just want the best. If we can fight, but then come together and do what is good for the country, that's fine. My brother, what is
Voilà.
the next topic?
Oui, le prochain sujet, nous allons parler de l'événement qui va bouger les États-Unis, bouger
Okay,
l'Amérique du Nord. On va parler de
okay,
la All Bamileke Convention. J'ai essayé de voir si nous pouvons euh, avoir ce soir en ligne le PCO. Le PCO, je ne sais pas s'il est en ligne. On va essayer de le prendre pour qu'il nous parle un tout petit peu de
okay,
l'événement All Bamileke Convention qui se
okay,
tiendra, qui commencera demain du 1er au 3 septembre du côté de Los Angeles en Californie. Mais
okay.
Toride, let me tell you say, Massa,
Yeah,
Gafima we no be day for you now. It is
yeah.
Lozam. Let me talk my own pidgin. I go command my own pidgin today. Let me talk my own pidgin.
Okay,
I go move all my pidgin today parce que ça
okay.
va être très rude. Toute la communauté bamileke du côté de l'Amérique du Nord,
Mm-hmm.
plus précisément à Los Angeles, ça va faire fort. Tori, est-ce qu'on peut avoir quelques images là?
Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Did you send me any images or link?
Le lien, le link. I sent you the link, the
Okay.
pages.
Yeah, I think I will. Let me give me 1 minute, please. Let me just check.
D'accord.
Were you trying to reach out to someone who can come in and say something?
Effectivement, c'est ce que je suis en train de faire. J'essaie d'avoir le président du comité
Tu m'as envoyé
d'organisation,
le lien avec un numéro, the new number
MTN.
or
Il y a le mot où je suis en train de t'envoyer tous les liens là.
okay.
Le,
Uh
le-
okay.
Tu as vu?
Les secrets du peuple le plus puissant du Cameroun. Is that a link? Or which one do you want
Euh,
me
let,
to bring up?
let me turn it back again. Let me send it back again. C'est bon, tu as reçu par WhatsApp. C'est ça la magie on appelle ça la magie du direct. C'est ça la magie du direct.
Tu m'as envoyé ça où? Avec Ok, I think I've seen it.
Tu as vu, c'est bon?
Okay, so the last one you just sent, right?
Yeah, the last one. I'll send it again.
Okay, is it this one? Can you see it?
Yes. This is the link. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we open it?
Yeah, I opened the page already. So, do you want us? Is there anything in there you wanted us to play, or like the video or something?
Oui, il y a beaucoup de choses on peut jouer là-dessus. Déjà, je vais parler de la All Bamileke. C'est quoi la All Bamileke? La All
Mm-hmm.
Bamileke Convention, c'est un événement annuel organisé par le syndicat des associations Bamileke du côté des États-Unis. Et cette
Okay.
année, elle est reçue, la deuxième édition, parce que la première édition était, je crois, c'était à Atlanta, là où les gars font souvent tout le concert à Moyo, c'est où encore là, c'était l'année passée. C'était à
Florida?
Denver, je crois que c'était Denver, ou bon, automatiquement, c'était l'année passée. Donc, cette
Mm-hmm.
année, nous avons la deuxième édition qui va se tenir du côté de Los Angeles, en Californie, oui, où nous
Okay.
aurions des
Mm-hmm.
grosses pointures de la culture bamileke qui seront
Wow.
présents. Maintenant, on
Wow.
aura aussi des artistes qui seront super présents. Mais il y
Mm-hmm.
a quelque chose que je veux dire. Aujourd'hui,
Oui.
quand on parle maintenant de culture bamileke, il faut que les gens comprennent que c'est une fusion et une communion. Donc,
Oui.
everybody
It's involved.
is supposed to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tu vois un peu? Donc, tout le
Mm-hmm.
monde est censé être présent pour communier, pour échanger, pour partager avec
Mm-hmm.
le peuple bamileke, pour apprendre de la culture du peuple bamileke. Parce
Mm-hmm.
que si tu ne connais pas la culture de ton voisin, tu ne peux pas
Oui.
connaître ton voisin.
Very
Arrêtons de
true.
nous juger each other, arrêtons de nous juger each other à travers les réseaux sociaux, à travers
Very
une ou
true.
deux, trois personnes.
Very true.
We have to go to face to see
Mm-hmm.
how we can be or we can live together. To live together,
Mm-hmm.
on doit d'abord connaître comment l'autre vit et maintenant voir
Very
comment on va
true.
l'accepter et vivre avec lui. Donc, j'invite tous ceux qui sont du côté de Los Angeles, du côté de l'Amérique du Nord, que ce soit les
Oui.
États-Unis, que ce soit le
Oui.
Canada, de se
Oui.
déplacer à partir de demain le 1er. C'est du 1er
Mm-hmm.
au 3 septembre. Vous êtes
Mm-hmm.
invités, vous arrivez, vous n'allez pas regretter. Théorie des vraiment, si on pouvait avoir quelques images, même des photos, vidéos, et il n'y a même pas une vidéo que tu peux jouer en dehors de la mienne, parce que là, je fais la présentation du truc.
Uh, uh, I don't. Let me see. I was
Ou
thinking about this.
tu peux jouer ma vidéo, tu peux jouer ma vidéo de présentation. Pourquoi
Okay,
oui,
on
de
their Facebook,
présentation?
right?
Oui, attends, je t'envoie le lien que YouTube rapidement joue
Okay.
ma vidéo pour que les uns et les autres puissent comprendre le temps qu'on souffle un peu.
Victor, I'm sorry about the French. You're going to learn French, what I like.
C'est bon, tu as trouvé le lien, tu as cliqué, la vidéo qui est là, c'est même, tu as vu?
Ok, tu viens de me... tu as envoyé le lien
Wait a
avec...
minute. Attends. Let me send it back. Ok. Je vais t'envoyer avec un autre. Voilà, ça vient, c'est bon. Ok. Are you received?
I'm not
Check it.
sure yet.
Voilà. Donc, c'est un événement tellement
Ok.
culturel, tellement lourd, tellement intéressant, surtout pour la diaspora qui n'a plus la connexion avec sa culture, qui
Is
n'a
this
plus
the
la
video?
connexion avec. Let me see.
Yeah.
Voilà, c'est ça. Voilà. On peut mettre les gens. Welcome to ABC 2023. Bienvenue à ABC 2023.
Oh, 1 second, please. It feels like some video is playing at the back.
Yeah. C'est ça la magie du direct. J'invite tous toutes nos personnes connectées ce soir de poser les questions. Hein. Nous sommes là pour répondre, pour interagir en ce qui concerne les sujets de ce soir. Donc, j'invite everybody. Oui, Palmer Carter, tema, mangatsate, nzungsate po min tsate po man po pungo sung shiya. Mangatsate we.
Welcome to ABC 2023. Bienvenue à ABC 2023.
Los Angeles 2023, the heart of the Bamileke community.
Dans cette vidéo, je vais te parler d'ABC, de la thématique, des objectifs et la valeur que ABC apporte au Bamileke Lambda. Donc, reste connecté jusqu'à la fin.
From September 1st to September 3rd,
Launching of the All Bamileke Convention.
All Bamileke Convention 2023.
ABC, encore appelé la All Bamileke Convention, est un événement annuel organisé par le syndicat des associations Bamileke de l'Amérique du Nord. Cette année a pour thématique l'essence Bamileke face aux défis modernes. Elle sera accueillie par la CALBA, qui est la California Bamileke Association.
Hosted by Calba.
The California Bamileke Association top-notch team.
Alors, pourquoi le Bamileke Lambda doit être présent à la ABC 2023?
Los Angeles 2023. A come together not.
That was good.
Don't miss.
Yeah. So,
Voilà.
do we have any other topics to discuss?
Ah oui, maintenant nous allons parler de, de l'événement. En fait, je peux dire du buzz du moment, le coup d'État. Je ne sais pas si on peut parler un peu de ça.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were supposed to talk just a little bit because it concerns all of us. We are
That's
not talking
true.
about politics. We are a culture, on appelle ça comment encore là? Et nous sommes des activistes culturels, mais
Yeah.
vous savez, même dans la culture, on a un peu de politique, ok?
Mhm,
On doit un
mhm,
peu parler de politique, on doit un peu politiser aussi la culture. So,
mhm.
everybody have seen what's happened yesterday. Tout le monde a vu.
Mhm.
Ou ce n'est pas ça. Moi, ce que je... Ok, il y a un membre de la communauté maintenant là, ce qui m'a remarqué et qui m'a salué avec mon titre, je vais lui dire encore merci. Merci, Thomas. Ma sœur n'est pas au point de vue 60 de women dans une bonne chose, une bonne chose, une bonne chose, une bonne chose, mais non, quoi là, à Rome, là, mais j'aime non, la bête punda, à tout le fort, mais non, ça peut aller, moi, sœur n'est il fallait que je dise, I was supposed to thank my man because he called me with my chief
Gotcha.
name, you know
Okay.
what I'm talking about. So I was saying that yesterday something happened, Mr. Toride. Something
Mhm.
happened. It's like on dit en français que c'est l'épidémie.
Mhm.
Toride, c'est l'épidémie.
Oui.
Et maintenant, c'est quitté de la CEDEAO, maintenant ça arrive en Afrique centrale. Qu'est-ce qu'on
Oui.
peut dire bien sur ce type de sujet? On peut un peu brosser quoi pour passer? Oui, Toride, tell something ailleurs.
I don't even know what to say. But I feel like things like that will happen, especially when we continue to have people who are greedy, whether those who are in power or those who feel like they can do better. We come from a community where greed is the order of the day. I was watching some of the videos from this morning, and on a
Yeah.
trouvé les milliards dans la maison de
C'est
quelqu'un.
faux. Les
Et
milliards,
quand tu
on
regardes,
parle.
tu te dis que mais il voulait faire quoi avec tout l'argent ci?
Toïde, tu sais ce qui m'étonne? J'ai passé toute
Mm.
la journée à penser à ça, Toïde. Le sac que j'ai vu là, je mets souvent
Oui.
mes bonbons, mes mitumba, mes arachides, le mistage dans le coquille pour voyager avec. How man fit change coquille bobolo with money?
Money. Il voulait faire quoi avec, bro? Si tu n'as rien à faire avec, tu gardes à la maison, il faut partager aux gens
Il y a
qu'ils
ce qu'il y a
investissent
about,
même, qui
il y a ce qu'il
commencent
y a
des
about
business.
114 billion, something like this. 114 billion, ok? Je ne crois
Wow.
pas que quelqu'un puisse consommer même 1 milliard Toïde.
That is
Where
that
you are,
is
you
that
cannot
is
eat. You cannot. Where you are, Kotoide, you cannot eat 1 milliard.
that is
You cannot
greed.
eat.
That is greed. That is greed to another level, bro. That is great
It's
to
vraiment
another
easy.
level.
So how can we imagine somebody have this kind of money, 100 and something? But anyway, the thing that we know, ce qu'on peut se dire, c'est que si le peuple a dit qu'on en a marre et que le peuple est en train de se faire écouter, that's good. Mais alors, on a aussi en train de penser, d'après ce que j'ai vu sur Internet, voilà. Now, c'est ça la vidéo. Maintenant, on est en train de se poser la question à savoir, Toride, est-ce que c'est pour le peuple que la garde présidentielle a fait ou c'est contre le peuple? That's the truth. That's the
It,
question.
that is a question, my brother, and it's a very tricky one, especially because in the past, it has been difficult for them to even come on and do better. You understand? Every time we wish, we feel like, okay, these people are their excuse is we are doing it for the people. But down the
Yeah,
road, you realize they were not doing it for the people, they were doing it for themselves and their family. And
for
that's the
themselves,
reason why
of
I keep
course.
saying it's just greed. It's just greed. But I don't know. I don't know what is happening. But the other thing people worry about is just like we have to talk about it. Most people are thinking, okay, it started in West Africa. Ça a commencé
Yeah,
à l'Afrique de l'Ouest,
en Afrique
mais
de
maintenant
l'Ouest.
c'est Central Africa. And
Yeah, of
everyone is
course.
praying it should get to where they want it to get. Mais moi, je suis en train de dire que,
Uh-huh. On n'a rien dit, oh. On n'a rien dit, oh.
my brother, continue.
So, merci pour tous ceux qui sont en train de mettre les cœurs. I'm sorry people who put in heart, qui met les cœurs.
Heart,
Continuez à
yeah.
mettre les cœurs, partager le direct. Vraiment, on vous dit merci. Donc, j'étais en train de dire ceci, Toride, si le peuple a décidé et que le peuple s'est fait entendre, c'est une bonne nouvelle. Mais je crois que je vais sortir d'ici avec cette information. Et si quelqu'un d'autre a des questions ou des sujets ou des questions par rapport au sujet proposé ce soir, nous on répond présent et on peut vraiment discuter aussi avec eux. C'est pas ça, Toride.
No, that's it, my brother.
No
And
be so.
yeah, that's not so, my brother. Do you have any other topics?
Non, je préfère que mon confrère lui-même vienne avec ce topic et nous allons débattre ensemble.
Okay. Man, this is a beautiful one, and this is what this segment is going to be all about. We come here with my brothers, and we just talk about what is happening around, and we share our opinions, and we just go ahead to do what we have to do to make sure our community is not only informed, but then we can also make suggestions. In as much as they also can make suggestions, because we don't just want the information, we want the information so we can jump into action and then we can get our community to where we want it to be. Mr. Victor, you already
Yes.
outlined the topics we were going to be discussing from you today. Can you jump into them and let us see what we have?
So it's all about supporting the community to move forward.
Mhm,
So in Kenya, the other day we experienced something very, very bad.
mhm,
And I would love the community to understand this so that it doesn't happen in the future.
mhm,
So what happened was something we call a scandal or a scam.
mhm.
Someone stays in Finland,
Yeah.
is a Kenyan residing in Finland.
Mhm,
So in partnership with the county government, one of the counties in Kenya, that is Uasin Gishu County,
mhm,
he partners with them, and then he wants to connect the students from that county to get scholarship to get airlifted into Finland and Canada.
mhm,
So he summons the county government. The county government in turn goes to look for the parents. Now the parents go to look for the money. So over 950 million Kenya shillings has been raised.
How much?
Mhm.
Over 950 million Kenya shillings.
Damn.
That's
Non,
like
donnez un peu ça en dollars. In dollar, it's how much?
950 million divided by 140.
Wow. Papa.
950 million divided by 140. What is it bringing?
Let me
Let me see.
that just go ahead, man. That's too much money, bro.
Hey.
That's too much money.
Yeah, so it happens that way. Now These people have raised that amount. It's 2 years. Your children are still at home.
Wow.
They completed their education, but now they cannot proceed because there is no airlifting program that is going on.
Wow.
Now the Anti-Corruption Commission goes into the accounts and then finds only 38 million.
Wow.
We have a list of parents who have paid the money, but then their children have not been airlifted and the money has not been reimbursed.
And the money is not even in the account.
The money is not in the account. So they are unable, they're willing to pay back the parents because the money is there, but then the money that is there cannot be accounted for.
Wow.
You understand this?
Wow.
And then the children that went to Finland and Canada the previous years,
Yeah.
because this is something that has taken place from 2021
Yes.
to this moment. So the children that were lifted were close associates of the governor
Mm-hmm.
and his friends.
Whoa.
See this? So that dude you see, so the governor and his friends, they took their people to Canada and Finland. So as we speak, over 150 students have not been airlifted. The money, no one knows where it is. See that? It's quite messed.
Wow.
And then to make matters even worse, we are learning that the sponsorship was suspended in 2021.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so there was nothing going on in that matter.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
what
a
is the
sad
government
state
doing?
of
What is the government doing about it? The situation.
So the president has gone ahead to talk about it and said that he will deal with them. If you are corrupt, you have three ways. You either go to heaven, you go to prison. I don't remember the third place, but you know.
You enjoy the money, probably.
yeah. Perhaps that's the most ideal scenario in this situation.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is what happened. But what really inspired me was there was a brave girl
Mm-hmm.
who stood up for her people because they were called in a meeting and they attended on time. But what messed it up was the fact that the governor and his team came 3 hours late.
Mm-hmm.
So the lady stands up the podium and starts summoning them, starts lecturing them. The lady goes about introducing herself, then saying they've been kept waiting. Their parents have high blood sugar. Their parents are old. Their parents are tired, but then they've had to wait. So this lady starts by saying she studied with the governor's daughter, but right now the governor's daughter is in Finland.
Wow.
She studied with the other person's also son. The son had traveled to Canada. She
Wow.
even asks these people if they've ever taken antidepressants. Do they even know how antidepressants look like?
Oh.
She talked in a way that inspired the entire country to look into this matter. Just a young girl, 23 years of age.
Wow.
She completed her school, but then she could not proceed further because their money was squandered by those people.
I'm Boning. Boning. Can you hear me?
Je suis là.
So
C'est
in a
vrai que la
situation like
connexion n'est
this,
pas
what do
très
you
bonne.
think? What do you think was the problem? Is it like the parents did not do enough research before investing their money in such a thing, or who should we be blaming? An individual who is out of the country, who is supposed to have pity for those of their brothers back home and not exploit them, but then is taking advantage of the fact that they have information and exploiting them? Or are we supposed to? Bref, it's not even about who is to be blamed. But then, do you think our people should focus more on, hey, if before I put my money, I should make sure I do the necessary research, and then I can go ahead and invest?
The first thing I have to say this evening about this topic is that, I don't know if it's only African people or is a human. Human like a profit too much in everything. And when you think about profit, and you not think about about your own profit, and then you
Profit.
not think
Yeah.
about uh, community profit, you will
Yeah.
always fail. Parce que
Mhm.
can I continue in French, please?
Yeah, you can continue.
No, my brother will not
But
understand.
I needs to
Let
listen.
me try.
Yeah.
No, no problem, no
No,
problem.
no, no,
It's all
no. Go
right.
ahead.
Just speak in French.
Go ahead in English. Sure, he can understand what you're saying.
Ok. Parce que quelqu'un m'avait dit avant, si tu n'es pas, et il y a un langage chez nous en Menois qui dit, oh, le tenango le tangre, means you were not a, tu n'étais pas le gibier et tu fais quoi dans le piège?
Oh,
Can you translate
yeah.
Toride?
So,
Tu n'étais pas le gibier et tu fais quoi dans le piège?
yeah. So if you went, I don't know the word gibier for English, but
Gibier,
is
on peut dire,
the bait. Gibier is the
yeah.
bait. Yeah. If you were not a bait, what are you doing in the trap?
Voilà.
Oh,
Si tu n'étais pas le gibier, qu'est-ce que tu fais dans le piège? Parce que celui qui veut faire le profit personnel, people will think about my own the personal profit, not think
Yeah.
about general or community profit. It's easy for this kind of person to fail in this kind of scam. Okay? Because if you think about general, you will do everything to search about somebody who brought you the opportunity, who brought you everything to travel, to make money, to everything in the life. You will the first thing think about. Can I tell something what's happened to me today?
Yeah.
I was in the house. Somebody sent me, I saw a message. Somebody sent me 300,000 francs CFA
Wow.
inside my phone. You send it by message. The next second, the person called me. I said today. I can I can show you the message. The next second, the person called me and tell me where. Excuse me, I'm a captain, I'm a colonel, tell from Gawa. I sent you my money. Can you bring me the money back? You know what I answer, Mr. Toride?
No.
I tell you, say, he say captain. I say I'm a captain. No, he say I'm a adjutant. I say I'm a adjutant. I answer, I say I'm a lieutenant colonel, me too. But I'm there in gendarmerie in town. If you want to take your money, tell me now. You collect your money because I'm in the office like this. He
Yeah.
said, what can I do to reach you in town? I say, how are you do to your money reaching my phone?
Yeah.
So you have to take plane or bus and join me. I
Yeah.
give you it's 300,000 now.
Yeah.
Pay a flight ticket is only 70 something like this or 40
Yeah.
something. Means that if I was somebody who have a big heart, I will
Yeah.
just go at that moment to check
To make a
to
transfer.
have,
Yeah.
no to check my account before, because when they do that this kind of thing is to make you go and check your account. When you check the account, they take your password number and will do
Okay.
all your money inside your mobile money.
Wow.
That's how they use. So if I was somebody who have big heart, I would be
Easily.
happy. Oh, easily and happy. Oh, I have a lot of money this morning. No. So, pour conclure, nous devions penser au gain commun et non au gain personnel. Et c'est pourquoi nous sommes réunis. That's why we are there this night, because we are thinking about community.
Yeah.
We don't think about ourselves. That's
Well,
all.
yeah, I think what he was just saying is, in as much as what those guys did was wrong, our people should learn to think about doing your research, doing your findings. Don't just, oh, this is an advantage for me and my family, and you just jump into it. No, think about, okay, who are the people involved and all of that. Like, do deep research before you go and start investing your money in whatever who comes with it in front of you. Victor, what is the next topic?
Before I move on to the next topic, I just have a brief story about something of that sort again. Some years back in my village, there was a team that came to the church, the village church. Then they said there are opportunities for young students who had finished high school and were going to the campus. So they'd be taught how to use computers, then airlifted to the city. Now in the city they would be given jobs. Now for your child to be taught, the teaching was free. So you know what happened? The church leaders decided to hand over their children to be taught. No child of someone who's not a church elder was not given any chance. It was only the church leaders that took their children to be taught.
Oh
So
God.
these young men teach these children for 2 months. And then now it's
Mhm.
time to go to Nairobi. These young men come with a budget and tells them that if your child qualified after the exam, then you'll be required to pay 150,000 Kenya shillings for the accommodation and so that the child begins to work in Nairobi. So you have to make the payment, then we'll come for your children the next, okay, in a month's time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these people decide to pay the amount, the 150 and over, and so they pay the amount. Then after 1 month, nothing happened. They're
Mhm.
still waiting to be
No,
paid.
I think it was good. They wanted to be greedy, and that is how. Just like my brother Boning was saying, once you start thinking about you, you start feeling like, oh, it's about you, it's about you, it's about you. You definitely end up where you will not be happy with. What is the next topic, Victor?
Yeah, the next topic is basically about sports. I've heard you talking about the Indomitables.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard you talking about how the song, how Onana is back to the squad. It's an
Mm-hmm.
amazing story.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here in Africa, we've had the World Athletics Champions going on in
Mm-hmm.
Budapest, Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just proud because Africa has done something amazing. The likes of Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Burkina Faso, Morocco have really done us proud.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenya has managed to become number 5
Mm-hmm.
in the overall ranking by
Yeah.
winning 3 gold medals, 3 silver, and 4 bronze medals.
Wow.
In fact, that lady was just crossed the finish line. That is Faith Kipyegon. She finished position 1 twice in the same tournament.
Wow.
She's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. She makes records and breaks them.
The
Yeah,
greatest
so
of all
Faith,
time with sprinting or whatever marathon.
no, it's 1500 meters and
Okay.
5000
Oui, c'est le
meters.
marathon.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a
500 mètres.
marathon. Yeah, it's marathon.
C'est
Wow.
marathon.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she won the
8 mètres,
marathon,
oui, 5
and then
mètres.
Mm-hmm.
she's broken records
Mhm.
after records, and she's someone who sprang from giving birth. Most of the time the athletes give birth and their speed goes down, but
Mm-hmm.
she gave birth. In fact, if you look at how she dresses, she tries to cover the belly because she had an operation when she was giving birth, and she recovered very fast and was able to compete again.
That is the African woman. Always very
The
strong,
African
always very
woman. You see, her
wow.
cloth is covering the entire belly. And then
Wow.
another inspiring story from Kenya. Again, we have someone called Mary Mora.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Mora won the 800-meter gold. Now, this is someone whose parents lost both parents when she was 2 years old,
Mm-hmm.
was forced into staying with her grandmother who brought her up.
Mm-hmm.
And now she is a gold medal holder at the Olympics, at the athletics championships.
Wow.
So just goes to show you that no matter what happens during the early stages, it doesn't have
Wow.
a writing at the end.
Wow. Okay. I
Wow.
think, and then I don't know why it seems like we from the Central and West Africa, we have decided already that when it comes to running, Kenyans, you can take that, you can do whatever you want to do with it.
In
We
fact,
play
it's
football.
Africa.
Yeah.
It's Africa because East Africa,
Mm-hmm.
Eastern,
Yeah, so
because
I'm talking
Ethiopia.
about we from West Africa and Central Africa,
Oh,
we are
yeah,
football.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
You
when it
guys
comes to
football.
running and all of that, you East Africans, you can get whatever you want from running. And what is the next topic?
The next topic is basically about East African duel. Now, in West Africa, I'm hearing there's a lot of coup d'etats taking place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in East Africa, we have rappers battling out to be great. Kenya versus Tanzania.
Okay.
So the Tanzanian genre of
Mm.
music is known as bongo.
Mm-hmm.
The Kenyan genre of music is known as. In fact, Kenya we don't even have one genre. We have a couple. We do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We even have a mapiano. We even have like we have everything basically. So what happened is one of the greatest, the OG, that is Calligraph Jones,
Mm-hmm.
started a battle condemning that is the OG on the screen there, condemning the
Mm-hmm.
Tanzanian artist for for failing to keep up to date with music and chasing clout, doing things that don't promote music basically. And then yeah, it was a diss. So after the diss, a couple of Tanzanian artists also followed suit and diss. Then Kenyan artists diss. So the thing that is going on, in fact, more than three have been released today. So it is diss after diss. Plans ndogo there is small plans. So basically, this person was throwing lines, bars after bars, and then he decided to use Swahili language, claiming that Swahili language is the most spoken in Tanzania because they don't understand English.
Well,
So he told them he's not going to diss them in English because that will be like playing a guitar to the dogs or to the goats.
oh Lord, I was going to say, so why West Africa we are trying to overthrow leaders who have been there for long, leaders who are not efficient. You guys in East Africa have decided that no, it's about the beef, it's about music, it's
It's
about
about the
you,
beef.
you guys are not.
It's about music.
Well, one thing I've learned about life is people value things differently. Why do you feel like this suit is the best thing in the world? Another person feels like their shirt is probably the best thing in the world. And I always tell people, hey, the worst thing you want to do is go and say, hey, why are you doing this? Like, this is not what you're so long as it's legal, let them do whatever they're doing if it makes them happy. What is the next
True.
topic?
The next topic we're going to talk about is TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So TikTok is this social media platform that has been entertaining people, creating opportunities, promoting their businesses through it, promoting their social media platforms, promoting their YouTube channels. So Africans have basically found a gold mine
Mm-hmm.
in the TikTok industry. In fact, we have TikTok celebrities, those who rose from the ground through TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
because it's one of the platforms that is the easiest to go viral on.
Yeah.
You post a few clips of yourself doing a couple of things, then you are going to go viral. It's basically going to go take you viral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Somalia, for some reason, decided to ban TikTok, and the reason was because TikTok offers explicit content and violent extremism. In fact, that
Mm-hmm.
guy you're seeing on the screen right now is the president of the content creators, Somalia.
Okay.
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 Yeah, so it was basically coming there to to cry because the young Somalis are using this platform to promote or sell their products.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're using this to make money, to grow, because the government
Yeah.
has failed to provide for its people. So they're wondering why the president wants to put a ban on this. So at the same time, okay, the government is citing security and moral, let me say, moral conduct of
Yeah.
the claiming people are losing morality and the security is also at stake because of the
Mm-hmm.
social media app. So the
Wow.
president, okay, so at the same time, talking about Kenya, there is an independent person who came about and cited explicit content happening in TikTok, especially at midnight. In fact, right now, if you go to TikTok, you'll find a lot of women selling content. Let me
Mm-hmm.
say content. The ones that are always shared when children are already asleep. So
Mm-hmm.
it's happening there on TikTok. So this independent observer came about and went to court and asked, okay, wanted to sue the presence of TikTok in the country so that TikTok would be banned in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, the youths are crying out for that. Then, so the president had to intervene. He had to call the CEO for TikTok, that is Shuzi Chiu, for regulation. Now we're going to have a TikTok office in the country, so that at least the use of TikTok is going to be regulated effectively. And
Now,
then
yeah,
mhm,
yeah. You want it? Yeah, go
also
ahead.
also again on TikTok, we realized that it's only Kenyans that don't get the TikTok Creator Fund. Basically, if you're using TikTok to create content, then you should be paid a certain amount as the creators who are from Europe and Americas. So if you're in Africa, you're not going to get the Creator Fund. So it's a sad thing because so our governments are also crying that
Who
the
is
youth
the
should not
creators
depend
fund
TikTok,
supposed to go to?
the creators,
The
and then
creators?
the creators, all creators. But in Africa, they don't receive.
Yeah, because Africa is disorganized. That's the simple truth. How many of them have bank accounts? Bank accounts that are legit. Bank accounts that are actually their bank accounts. How many of them have identification? Like Africa is just in a mess in a level. And then another thing you have to understand also is that something that I feel our people still don't understand is uh you want TikTok to pay you, right? Where do you think they're
Yeah,
supposed to get the money they're paying you from?
see from the advertisement.
Which advertisement? Which companies?
Okay, you know how TikTok works. Most of the time, if you go live and all that,
Yeah.
uh, when you go live, you are always gifted, and TikTok takes a chunk of that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so TikTok is basically benefiting from this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't deny, right? You go live, you're gifted and all of that, but then you have
Mhm.
to understand that is their platform. Before you sign into their platform, you have to read the rules and regulations. It's stated
Mhm.
somewhere that okay, when you go live, this is the percentage we are going to take. If the people gift you, this is a percent. Like, why would you even prefer to go live for your family members and whoever to start giving you money so someone can decide how much they're giving you instead of you to look for ways to create your own platform or whatever, go live somewhere where they just they put the money directly to your account. So, and those are some of the things I see on there, and then I just smile. Okay, you don't even know what you're doing. You understand? Guess what? We
Mhm.
have to read it. People, people from our community will not come on to read it to do your publicity and all of that. They'll go to places where these people make decisions on where and how to do their publicity. You understand? And then when it doesn't go the way they want, they start complaining. So when it comes to TikTok or any social media and funds and how they allocate funds to African countries, it's a very, very tricky one. Don't expect you to be making money from social media the same way someone in America is making money from social media, except the content you're producing is actually consumed out of Africa. So, for instance, if someone in Africa puts out a video and they have 1 million views, and the 1 million view is coming from Kenya, don't expect to get money from that views from that video. But then if the 1 million views is coming from America, then it was possible they put advertisement on there and then probably they made some money. That's why I continue to tell people social media is very, very tricky. Don't look at the numbers, don't look at the views and feel like, oh, this person is making money, good money, crazy money. No, focus more on what you can do as a content creator, how you can actually take your brand to the people around you, understand your niche, understand your following, understand the people who are watching your videos. That way you can go to whoever you want to go to and tell them, hey, I have 10 people that watch me every now and then when I put up videos. If you want to impact, if you want to get into them, you want to get to them to sell your product to them, this is what we can do. This is a deal we can cut, and then I'll get you to them. Instead of you staying and expecting someone who doesn't even know about you to put money in your pocket because you think you did a video. I don't want to sound like John Salvo though. Seeing him on there makes me want to sound like him. What is the next topic?
You don't want to sound like John Salvo, okay? You said don't want to sound like John Salvo. Perfect. So let's go on to the next topic is Uganda's ban on today is about ban. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, as Niger is banning, East Africa is also banning, but different ban.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the ban we are talking about in Uganda is ban on second-hand clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now Museveni goes about and says those are dead people attire, the second-hand clothing that are imported into Uganda.
Museveni. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, so the second-hand clothing is basically low cost,
Mm-hmm.
imported into the country. Now,
Mm-hmm.
because they are clothes that are already used, at least the middle class and the lower class can afford them.
Mm-hmm.
So Museveni went ahead to explain how these clothes are obtained. He says when a person dies, they gather his clothes and send them to Africa. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
that was the moment he said that. He was speaking there in Luganda language, in
Mm-hmm.
Luganda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was saying that they are trying to produce new clothes, but then they can't keep up with the market demand because the demand is low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so because in 2018 they tried to ban those clothes imported from UK and USA, but then it did not go through. So right now is when he's going to push it even harder to make sure that clothes from abroad don't reach the country. In 2018, we saw the same happening in Rwanda. Rwanda Rwanda decided to ban imported clothes entering into the country from entering into the country,
Mm-hmm. And what was
and
their reason?
when their reason was they do not use these dead people clothing. Their reason was to
No, no,
promote the
they are not even
textile
telling. They are
industry.
not. The truth is, sorry, I'll cut you short. They don't want to
No
say
problem.
the real reasons why they're doing that. They're not doing that because it's dead people's clothes or anything. They're doing that because they want to increase or they want to encourage the consumption of local product. But then it will be destructive if you are doing that, because then it's like you saying, okay, we don't want to consume things from Kenya anymore. So you are banning foreign imports, right?
Mhm.
In what if you import, you're exporting something also, and then this country decided, you know what, we don't want whatever you're exporting also. So
It's going
whatever
to be a
reasons is,
mess.
yeah, whatever reasons he's giving there is not the truth. The reason is they just want to. If you look at this video, I think that should be kind of like a factory that
Textile
they have,
industry.
yeah,
Yeah,
textile industry they have put in place, right, to sew or
yeah.
produce dresses for their country, jeans and all of that. So what they are just trying to do is they're just trying to move the market from importing to local market, which is not a bad thing. But then you should at least be sincere with the people. What is he talking about? Dead people's clothes and blah blah blah. When our family members die, do we not take their things and start using them? Why are we
We
trying to
do.
act as if these people are? It doesn't really make any sense. Just be honest to the people. Just tell them what we want you to do is consume more of local product. What we want you to do is consume more of local product, because the more local product you consume, it increases the demand for local product, and then guess what? It becomes job creation for some people. You understand? The designers will
Mhm.
get into work and they'll make money and all of that, instead of telling them dead people and blah 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 blah. I don't know why these people, we always have this mentality of thinking we should lie or should manipulate the people to get what we want, which is not the best. Just let them know, hey, look at what he's wearing. Uh, Let me show you what he's wearing right there. Does it look like it was done in Uganda?
No,
The microphone he's using, does it look like it was done in Uganda?
no.
The car, was it done in Uganda?
In fact, that big car was not made in Uganda. It's
So
imported.
what if the car was somebody's, some dead person's car that they sent to Uganda?
I get your point.
So sometimes they say things and I'm like, okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but then just be honest with the people. You understand? Just be honest with our people. Let them know this is the reason why we are doing this, and you cannot go around and continue to say, oh, we need to ban this, we need to. No, what you should do is get our people to do things and get them to get creative, fund them, make sure the price for the things that are made in our countries are cheaper. These things are more available. These things have quality. You understand? Any person
Yeah.
that thinks will just gravitate towards those things and start using them. But then when you want to make it look like, because I'm always talking about the 80-20 thing on Twitter, right?
Mhm.
This is the Uganda version of 80-20. This is a
And
Uganda
then
version of 80-20. So they're just trying to force people to consume local stuff, but then they wanted to make it look like, oh, the ones that this one is devilish, is evil. It's not. It's not. We should stop. Just be sincere to our people. Encourage our designers to do more. Encourage our tailors or whoever they are to work to get more creative, to produce quality, and then you, the government, you can actually finance them, so that way whatever they are producing is really really cheap. You understand? But then we're not doing that. We're looking for routes that I don't know. It's just complicated. What is the next topic, my brother? Oh, you have something to add to?
Before we move to the next topic, which is the final topic, is
Mm-hmm.
something I've learned about Rwanda. Rwanda is a country that is landlocked. They're not bordering any sea. So then, for
Mm-hmm.
you to do this business of like to produce your own textile is going to be even more expensive. uh, and
Mm-hmm.
Also banning the imported products from UK and US is going to open a new market for a new player. Is going to open the market for a new player, and that
Mm-hmm.
is China.
Mm-hmm.
China is in the BRIC.
Yeah.
So basically, just banning things from the UK and US is not about banning the products from entering into the country, but it's
Mm-hmm.
about creating, opening a gap for a new player in China. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's not even about business or economics, it's about politics.
Okay.
If you look at it deeper, because you look at the country, Rwanda is very mountainous. In fact, that they have baboons, that's why they have baboons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the country is also densely populated and also landlocked. So it's not going to, you cannot tell me that the textile industry is going to serve the population. The country is small, like it's small, very small. Now, right now, as we speak in 2023, cheap imported new Chinese clothes have begun flocking into the country. See
Mm-hmm.
that? Yeah, so that's going to be a very sorry state of affairs. And then the sad part about this textile industry that I know you say something about is most people are saying that the textile industries that are designed, or the clothes that are designed by the textile industries in Africa are basically like they cannot produce modern and fashionable clothes. The clothes make you look like a schoolboy in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
The clothes look like uniform. They are not so presentable and fashionable and modern. So that is the attribute they lack. Most of the clothes produced in our own continent. I think it's because of lack of training and maybe lack of the great skills. People who are being given jobs in these areas don't really suit the market needs.
The problem with our government is most of them, they're always looking for who to blame. So
Mhm.
since they don't want to blame themselves, because if you build structures, you build institutions that can help these people learn, you finance their projects, and you get people to, hey, okay, what you're producing right now is like John Samuel will say, is garbage. You understand?
Mhm.
Do more, do better. You understand? Learn, improve on your skills, get more, like do more, do better. We would definitely get there. But then these people don't have resources. You don't finance them. You don't assist them. Nothing, nothing. But then you're looking at, oh, we want to ban things from, because it's just person, like you said, it's politics. What is the last topic?
So the last topic is about economic dominance for global growth. That is
Mm-hmm.
BRIC.
Mm-hmm.
So BRIC, that is Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and recently South Africa in 2010, 1 year after the formation of the pact.
Mm-hmm.
So Cyril Ramaphosa came about saying that they shall not fight the war that does not affect them.
Who
You
was
see,
he
the other
talking
day
to?
when he was talking to UK, US, let me say that,
Yeah, so
but he
he's
was talking to,
actually he's just stupid, because then you're not going to fight for UK and US, but then you want to fight for Russia and China. Does that
you
make
see
any
that.
sense?
It
It doesn't
doesn't
make
make
any
any
it doesn't
sense.
make any sense. You don't want to fight for UK and America and the rest, but then you want to stand with China and Russia and all of these people. So you end up still
Mhm.
fighting for them. Doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so what they are trying to bring about is economic dominance for global growth. They are trying to strengthen economic ties between the countries that are members of the BRICS. Yeah, there on the screen is Cyril Ramaphosa. So, because they've realized that the group of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa contain 40% of the world's population. So,
Mm-hmm.
therefore, a quarter of the global economy. So, basically, they believe that they can control the entire economy and end the UK US dominance.
Dumb. They're joking. They don't even know what they're trying to do. By the way,
Mm.
this was a beautiful session, and I just really wish African leaders can get to understand. Like I keep saying, or like my brother
Mhm.
Boning said earlier, one of the things that is actually eating our people, that is slowing us down, that is dragging us down, is greed. Because if not
Mhm.
of greed, why would you want to leave the UK and the US for Russia and China? If you're contented with who you are, if you're contented with the little you have, you will not even need to. You understand? The other one is saying
Yeah.
they should ban imported dresses from UK and Europe so they can go and start importing from China. Probably because China
Mhm.
has put some money in his bank account or whatever for his family. You understand? The same thing, all the coup, all the coup d'etat that is happening in West Africa and now in Central Africa is just from greed. You see, they're telling. I see people celebrating and saying, "Oh, we have kicked out the West. Oh, we don't want France anymore." Blah blah blah. But then so they put down the France flag and the rest of the Russian flag. Do you think Russia care about you guys? They don't. This country don't. These countries don't. So until our people get to that place where we understand, hey, can you turn down that volume?
Sorry.
So until our people get to that place where we know, okay, this thing is about us, we have to be contented with the little we have. We have to be contented with the little we have. Because trust me, today you feel like France is evil. Wait until Russia occupies strategic positions in your country. Wait until you go to China and loan money, and then they're looking to seize your airport. Wait until. For it's
It's not
just
even,
it's yeah.
yeah, it's not that it's not happened before. It's something that is even taking place right now with the China inheriting
Yeah.
the mining rights in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
You know that Zambia, is it Zambia or Zimbabwe? One of the two countries.
Okay.
So because the country cannot pay its loans, now they have to take full control of the mining rights. So if you want to mine in the country, you have to go through China. You see that? Yeah. So basically, they're outweighing us with it's like modern colonization. Basically, they are
And and
replacing the
and that, and
colonizers.
that is the thing. I don't even know if our leaders understand. Our people, you understand? You're looking for one person is saying, "Oh, we want to take over the government because we feel like this person is not managing the country correctly." Bro, you've been there for the past how many years that this person is messing up the country? What did you do? You actually were the people who stood by him for all these years. And because you see that, okay, things are going down the drain and soon you guys will be exposed, you come up with, oh, let us take over the country. And for what? For what? Our people need to, I don't know, we really need to understand certain things. And like I keep saying, it's just greed. It's just greed. And that's the reason why I feel like once I notice greed about someone, I keep my distance. My brother, thank you very much for today. I think boning probably electrical problem or credit problem. I don't know. It got connected, but then like I was talking to everyone. This is what we'll do from time to time. We'll get together and just talk about what is happening around our community. By our community, I mean Victor. Do you have anything to say to
Just
close?
thank you for starting out this amazing platform. I know this is the first of many, and we'll enjoy. We'll have fun as we learn about the happenings around the world.
Man, thank you very much. And I think it's really late. What time is it over there?
It's 12, 20 minutes to midnight.
Bro, go and take care of your wife. So, guys, this is what we'll do always get together, have conversations to build our community, talk about things that are happening around the world, talk about things that are happening close to us, talk about things that are happening far away from us, and see how we can come up with solutions and see how we can come up with ideas. Now, it'll always look like, or it always seem like, oh, this is not my problem. This does not concern me. Oh, this is far away from me. Wait until it starts knocking at your door. When the Russia Ukraine crisis started, we thought it was a joke until the price of for everything around us went up. When COVID started in China, we thought, oh, China was really really far until it got to our doorsteps. You understand? So, the goal for this segment is just to come together, have conversations, talk about things that are happening, and see what we think or what possible solutions are there for our community. Thank you guys again and again. I just hope we can grow, continue to grow together as a community. I hope we can continue to grow together as people, and thank everyone who stayed there from the beginning to the end. If you're in Cameroon, if you were watching from Cameroon, or if you're watching from even Kenya, I think we owe you something. Just drop a comment, your phone number or something, so we can see what we can do with the phone numbers. But then it was a beautiful segment for me. I'll give you guys a few minutes to either ask me questions, or I'll give you guys a few minutes for those who are in Cameroon to drop their numbers on the comment section. Or if you're not in Cameroon, or you know any person who you want to benefit from whatever we want to do right now, just drop their phone number, comment section. Put their phone number, comment section. Put their phone number, comment section. And guys, please don't forget to share this video. We want to know how you think. We want to know what you think about the segment. I think it was a beautiful one. Another small story that we get for today. I was here with my brother Boning, who left earlier. I think it's almost mid. No, I think it's 9 p.m. for him. Who left earlier? This guy, wonderful guy, from Vancouver, the French-speaking part of the country, Cameroon. And the other guy next to him is my brother Victor, from Kenya. We'll continue to do this segment. We'll continue to do things like this because the goal is how to grow our community.